Once again,
We'll give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash.
Honestly, there are some great person that do well, and salutation for the brothers that push us to launch transfer 17.
Good.
Right, one time you come on 35 people, so we copy people. Yeah. And you know, most of all, now let them know these so-called Trinidadians. You know, so-called Trinidadians, but it's not so, according to the scriptures. Right? So you know, you're out there again to this. Put more work, put more time, you know, and expert in towards, you know, the kingdom.
Good.
You understand?
This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 5. He said, "And now said the Lord that formed thee from the womb." Let me start from verse 1. There's Isaiah 49 and 1. He said, "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people, from far. The Lord Yahweh hath called me from the womb, from the bowel of my mother. He had made mention of my name."
Can you know? Make mention of your name. You understand that? God continue, put on.
He said, "And he had made my mouth like a sharp sword.
Can
In the shadow of his hand had he hid me, and made me a polished staff in his favor.
Yeah.
Had he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom will I be glorified."
Can. So you know, we saw him say, what I am about Shem and Shai. You understand? That was, but as individuals, right? Because you talk about a number, elect, right? There's somebody get Maccabees, second Maccabees, the last chapter, verse 15, I believe. 15, if it's not 15, it's 15, 16, or 16, 15. Right? Continue on.
Yeah, it's, verse 4. Then said I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain, yet surely my judgment is with the Lord Yahweh, and my work with my power.
So, you know, so big things that we do here carnally, all this is vain. Carnally, judgment is here. You understand? We don't get judgment because of certain things we do carnally. You understand? Until we was waking up. Right? Go ahead.
He said, "And now said the Lord Yahweh that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him, though Israel be not gathered."
So that is the work here. How we out here for to bring back Jacob unto Israel. To bring back Jacob unto the Most High. You understand? And here what he said? Before we talk about it was vain. Men get wake up after a period of time. You know, you don't born wake up. Men get wake up after a period of time. So you have to go through, you have to gain an experience in the world. You understand? You have to make mistakes. For the Most High wake you up to the street now. You know, you have experience already concerning the world.
That's right.
You understand? You do things already, so when you speak up, when you start to read, you already understand, you get more understanding, you will be fast. You understand? But you would have about Shem and Shai because of the experience that you went through day to day. You can't have desires, right? You understand it? Well,
Said, "Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength."
right, so the Israelites now, is scattered. The four corners of the out here pushing this word. You need not be able to bring back up Israel, to bring back Israel. You understand? About Shem and Shai, right? These when you say, let's put you want the Great Commission to go and push the word and bring it to the evangelists. Now it's supposed to be there. Right? These are the call for some can and give Ecclesiastes, the last chapter, the last 2 verses.
Verse 6. And he said, "It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to rise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore and preserve of Israel. I will also give thee for a light unto the Gentiles," and these Gentiles are Israelites.
You know what he said? It's a light thing. That's not heavy, it's a light thing. To raise up the tribes of Israel. It's a light thing. But you know Romans 12, no? What up? Romans 12, 1. Yeah, please,
Romans 12:1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of power, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto power, which is your reasonable service.
Reasonable service. Right? This is a reasonable service. Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable, and that perfect will of God.
Can, because they say before I was waking up, you went through the stages here, learning the carnal part. The carnal part you do already. It's not going to be conformed. It is transform, renew. It's a change, refresh, and new. You understand? Bring back to your old back when you talk about doing one sinners like June. Doing one sinners, I think it's June 1 verse 8. Right? I believe it's June 1, 8 or 1, 5. Yeah. Because you had experience when you see things in this carnal flesh. You understand? That way you tell them you conform. It's what it is, June 1 or 5. Yeah, remember.
This is Jude chapter 1. Verse I start from verse 3. This is Jude chapter 1 verse 3. He said, Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should honestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Can, see so? You were supposed to have to contend for the faith because you once knew it. Right? I tell you when you renew. You understand?
Bring it back here.
Bring it back.
So up your pure mind.
Can.
Now you want to do this.
Can.
Verse 4, for there are certain men creep in unaware who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness, and denying the only Lord power and our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once know this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. And that's when actually took out our people because they don't believe. Right? They come out here. If they come to the camp, they come to teach you their madness. You understand? They don't want to repent. Our women out of order, you know, the scarfing. You understand? They got kind of evil thing to say against the Bible, against the word of the Most High. So, hey, the Most High can destroy them because they don't believe. You understand?
Philippians 3,
Philippians 3.
Right?
It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 18 and 19.
Yeah.
It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemy of the cross of a Mashiach.
And I'm talking about men outside, like inside, who so-called saying the sincere, who so-called outside really works. You understand? Tell them here. I will say let the tone and the hits go together. You understand?
Try, finally find. Yeah, there's a prime example. You understand?
Yeah.
He said, verse 19, he said, whose end is destruction, whose power is their belly.
Whose power is their belly. You understand? The silver, the flesh, the lust. That what going before them. The old desires. Because you tell you that when you tell you be transformed, right? You say in Matthew, you say if you don't love yourself, you're not worthy. You understand? That your desires. James, I'm not talking about that like James 2 or 124, 123, don't they? Right? Your desire, your own desires. And James 1:4, 1:12 and 14, right? The love the belly. And not ought to be so. You understand? That's the man.
Okay.
Huh? Are you using 19 already?
Yeah, we're in 19. This is our, yeah, Philippians chapter 3 verse 19. Whose end is destruction, whose power is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. You understand? Yeah, the Bible was going into, you know, they want to sound deep. You understand? They come and change up the doctrine that was taught to them. You understand? Because what? The power is their belly. Right? They're looking for vain glory, looking for the glory of men. Right? That piece of paper for you.
That's right. Yeah. The most 6 was Ecclesiastes, the last chapter. No, that's
No,
right.
Ecclesiastes.
After Proverbs, the last chapter, last 2 verses. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 17. For we are not as many which corrupt the word of the Most High, but as of
Yeah, so we don't have many because you know what? We do what we read. We practice what we read. You understand? We apply what we read. We don't want them group up and say, well, you know, this and all, this and all. You understand? As some brothers do know, they do work to say, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. But you know what? Why I was always say, declaring the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. It's not that saying Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. It's not that. It's about doing what you say. You understand? Obedience. That's why you say, obedience is better than sacrifice. Not what you think. Not what you think is so and I want to know. It's according to what the scripture said that we go by. You understand? How we follow GMS because they try to uphold everything in the scriptures.
Gone.
You understand?
That's right.
That we follow. You know? So we try to uphold everything in here. Not as many as we want to change our own shit. Right? And saying the own thing on the mind. No, it's not so. Right?
Emotion, Sarah?
600, that's yeah.
Titus chapter 1 verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
Yeah, but many people that say that, yeah, I know God, I listen, but how could they listen, right, if they don't know? How could you know if you don't go into the book, if you don't go and listen to a preacher, they say, except they be except they be a preacher, yeah, I haven't sent them, except they be a preacher, somebody that
You can hear of the preacher.
yeah, okay, you can.
How they can preach except they were sent.
Exactly.
You want it? I finish up this one.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 17. For we are not as many which corrupt the word of the Most High, but as of sincerity, but as of the Most High, in the sight of the Most High, speak we in a Mashiach.
So according to Matthew, he said, so have I, as no one sent me into the world, so have I sent them into the world. You understand? That they may confess the name before men boldly. Right? So we out here to break down all these lies, to show them all these lies. You know? Lord with them, Most I sign them because hey, we don't just wake up one day and say we just go and do this. You understand? Everybody was woken up, everybody was called according to the scriptures. You understand? It's a spirit. And we know the generation, so we know hey, who was wicked back then, back then, wicked who was serving the Most High back then, come back here serving the Most High. You understand? So all of us have appointed time for waking up. You know, waking up again. Right, to serve the Lord and I have mercy. I'll be grateful for that. I have mercy. You know, because according to Ezra, he said, who shall, what is why? He said, woe is me, who shall wake me up, boy? Who shall deliver me from the destruction to come? You understand? He was frightened knowing that, hey, you can't come back and he already understood, hey, regeneration, you can't come back. But he was frightened, no, hey, you can't wake me from this destruction to come. You understand? If you don't get a chance to wake up to try to make it right to the Lord. You understand? He was talking about that destruction then to come. Right? So hey, we have to be grateful. And the Lord wake you up according to what I was saying in Isaiah. Right? Bring
last two verses. Is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear power and keep his commandment. For this is the whole duty of man.
Right? That's the whole duty of man. Go ahead and finish.
For power shall bring every work into judgment, every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So here what? The sincere brothers pushing this word. They don't have to worry about that. You know why? Because here what? They do it out of sincerity. They're not going to just when in front of the camera, you know, or when brothers not around, they're just going to be godly. When only in front of the brothers and in front of the camera, you know. Now Paul is saying not only my absence, not only my presence, but the absence also. You do it. You understand? So they got to worry about that. But if you want to know not sincere, Rambi, when they see people, they will stand up straight and lift their head up and try to walk upright in front of the two people. But there's exactly hypocrites. You understand? That's why you should just say that this cross is enemies of the cross of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai and Mashiach. You understand? This enemies of the cross because they're coming on the false, the fake, and the dishonest, the deceiving, and they can. That's a long story. And short term, a hypocrite. You understand? They can be no hypocrite. I don't know dealing with that. I tell them about the Pharisees. You know? You want to hypocrites around them. They don't have a look for hypocrites. Right? Bring your Amos up.
Amos 6 and 8. The Most High power has sworn by himself, said, the Most High, the power of both, I abhor the excellency of Jacob, and hate his palaces. Yeah, the Amos 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 49. Yeah, Isaiah 49, wait one. It's Isaiah chapter 49 verse 5. And now said the Lord Yahweh that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength.
Right. So though Israel be not gathered, right? This is focus here. This is what we call to do. And I can't say that Hashem will shine. Abandon himself. Be the example. So when judgment comes, you know what? Somebody just Psalm 51 to me. When judgment comes, it's a right thing. Psalm 51, I believe, 11. Yeah. Right? When judgment comes, but worry. You know they do nothing wrong. Yeah, but what do you have?
Isaiah 6 and 8.
Yeah.
Also I heard the voice of the Most High saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us?
Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?
Then I said, here am I, send me.
Done. Right? Because you know, men get called. The time men that did get called. So you see, men are called and chosen a few. Men did get called and men decide to put a foot in the crowd and then men turn away. Right? But we know here, well, we see foot and that. We know these are scandal. Right? We know it's now a man that will let that walk the walk in the actual steps. You understand? We know it's not a man. But hey, you know what that's for? Right? Unto the destruction, unto the judgment. Because we don't know what he did back then. Right? And according to the scriptures, but I didn't know and they don't want to turn back. So men that came in, you know what judgment they get from the Lord? But men that came in to turn back. So hey, great is that judgment, boy. You don't know what God proved, God did that. And now we will, now man will. A man can wake up a man can call a man by his own words. And the spirit of God call it a man. Right? So we know that's for his judgment and his instruction. Right? And the scripture also say, hey, you know what, period man, for the same. Talk about being of many masters, knowing that they shall receive the greater condemnation. So that's a serious thing. You understand that every one of us, even if like we can't be there, or first or second in command, right? We have people looking up to us. That way is our right. So you know what? People come to seek your advice or seek your counsel. So you have to be straight, as as it could be. Because it's not your officer function anymore for you to come to the shoot. It's very dangerous. It's really dangerous. You understand for you? Because you know what? If yourself is just one person looking up at you, right? And that person watching your every movement, right? As an example, as a parent, as a guide, right? To try to find the Lord, you don't know who that person is, right? And if you move with deceit or maliciousness towards them, even towards them or anybody else, but you have to set the example, you know. It's not just when you stand up here, you're serving God, you don't listen to when you put on these garments. Day in, day out, your life, your breath is not yours. You understand? Because now that's when they have one camera and they find the camera that will just say, Lord, this work not done when we take it off, when you go through various houses, there's no stop there. You understand? You have people in your neighbor, there's people in your household. Even if it's family you're living with, you know, some of us are putting into our own household and own home, but only living with and all, you have the example unto them. You understand? Wicked as what? You have to use time for your Lord, you have to show you so that being on the out. You cannot rest, cannot time out. You understand? So to be a light unto them also. You understand? That is that they put to shame, the ignorance of them. You understand? That they won't say, they won't have anything to say about it because you know what? When you slip, that Lord has asked to see that you can throw in your face. You understand? That way it cannot be over, don't have time, if you don't have that. You understand? You still make your Abba Shem Hashem, and still the Lord is every day, day in, day out. You bring it out,
It's Psalms 50 and 5. Say, gather my sins together unto me. Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
That you made a covenant with the Lord by sacrifice. You understand? Besides sacrificing yourself, you know what? You know, hey, all made of Israel should what? Cut off the foreskin. You understand? All them things was covenants. You understand? So hey, you have to be mindful of that. You know, according to what I heard the video, the Lord saying is that you might not say it, open out, yeah Lord. But you know, within yourself you say, yeah boy. Whatever trouble I get here, Lord, I accept it, you know. You understand? You didn't say it, you might tell 3 and 4, but you know you said within yourself. And that was accepted from them. So you know what? To turn back now and say, hey, I really make no progress on the covenant to no agreement. Then you say within your spirit, boy. But I just say your heart or your mind, you say that within your mind and you accept it and you say, yeah Lord, I don't. So now you're going to say after some months or some years, I find, you know,
that like we spirit make intercession.
I Romans 8, 16, I believe, boy. Bear with me, 8:20.
16.
16?
Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of power.
No. The spirit make intercession.
No, the groanings of the flesh which cannot be uttered. I am. Yeah. So you know what? These are no fly-by night thing, right? So you get your chance. You want to find out?
Yeah, okay. Good.
Yeah. So you know what? You had your chance. And I was going over some time with Mashiach, you know, how we live these other lives, right? So you do these things, you know, you walk panel, you walk, when you were Solomon, you know, and you was Adam, you do all these things. So now when he came back well, to fulfill, you understand, to die for Israel, right? To be that final sacrifice for Israel, you understand? To come back well, blameless, pure. You understand? To die for what he did and for Israel also. So, in the same thing that we get time. You understand? We get time. I say something, I wake up and I was about probably, I believe, 28, 20 to 27, right? And hey, I had 20-some years to do my shit. I had 20-some years, and within them 20-some years, according to Corinthians, according to 1 Corinthians 2, Corinthians 2, I believe. When he said that, well, I said that they become alone to themselves, right? Romans 2. Yeah, Romans 2. Yeah, Romans 2 verse I think from 12. Alright, from 14. He said, for the Gentiles which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves. You understand? So sometimes certain things you might not know, but within the spirit, you know, nah boy, that off boy. You know? Nah, it is right to tell something with the spirit. You understand? So certain things they did, which was righteous, which was preserved to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. I didn't even know, it wasn't even woken up yet. You understand? But the Most High was always preserving you. The Most High was always preserving you. You understand? Certain things, once you be to the destruction, you end up getting away from it. It passes you, so to speak, carnally. Right? Of course, I speak as a man. Right? So to speak, certain things was ready to be to the destruction. It passes you to the way. You don't have no other way you can agree with pray to the Lord. Deep down, you know, hey, you're saying, Father, thank you from this one. You understand? And then you made that promise, you made that oath within yourself to serve your Hashem Yoshai. So you call, you know. You understand? Then some brother, if you're talking just one, you might say, no time, huh? I pray this evening, but I pray this morning, you know, it does be when I'm tired and hey, I always say that, you know, if you're ready, trying to serve you or trying to do nothing about Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, use man guide and directing you, keeping you safe. What's you using to protect you for? You know? You fighting everything, all the instructions that come at your door. But you know what? All they want getting so easy. And all they want getting no easy way out. Someone because of what they do here, because you can start back then, yeah, all they get some destruction. But some of them, all they have to wait for the missiles, yo. Them missiles, waiting for the life for all them. Can't easy way out. And that person talk about the wish to die, the wish for death or something, but that's not something so. I'll continue to say. They say they wish for death now. Alright.
Basic stone. The mountain they cave in on them. There's a revelation and the destruction.
You know? And hey, thoroughly, when you're watching them on your left and your right hand side, when you're doing this route, when you're looking at the left hand side, right, and you see this guy on the side, different age group, you understand? Come on, the front of the channel, do the complexion here. You understand? What different ages. Hey, by the scriptures read, boy, some younger than you, some older than you. You understand? It's not everybody's not the same age, you don't know what the spirit is, you don't know who the spirit is, you don't know how it functions. You understand? These spirits back then because we believe in a generation. So you know we was always serving the Lord. You understand? But when you watch out the man on the side, hey, you know this man older than me, all this son looking younger than me. You understand? But he on the same mind as me. That is nothing can about young than the old age. In this world now, the system we have now, age, someone roll with this one. The young really line up with the old and the age looking. You understand? So we know how them must function. But hey, according to the scriptures, hey, stand firm. We get called to do this work. Now we say, who shall I send? And he say, well, send me. You understand? So the ones who in this truth here now, who still here, send me, Lord. And go ask some of them fighting. Some of them fighting because they want to let go. They want to. But it's for the destruction. It's ready for destruction. You understand? But hey, put your foot to the plow and don't turn back. You understand? Put your foot to that plow and don't turn back. Because hey,
this is Hebrews, Romans chapter 10 for a study. Let's speak right there, fine.
Yeah.
But most I say, the one who draw back his soul have no pleasure in him.
Yeah, can. Yeah.
So fine, speak right there, fine.
Yeah, so you know what? Always look at your brother on the right and your left, you know? And really consider. Because I believe that I put stuff I read in Ezra, I think, second Ezra, boy. When you say woe, is Ezra? When you say woe to him that be alone. And is woe to him that be alone?
Right.
So, you know what? When I'm brother next to you, the Lord still show you mercy whether brother there or not. Because you know when you start to fall or you start to go up sometimes, your brothers are wrong. Some brothers and people don't understand the spirit of function, but I don't even understand that. Because you know some brothers for some reason, it always have a brother who close with a brother in particular. For some reason, it always have a brother.
I was watching the last night. I was watching the last night at the feast. I was watching our brothers.
Always pay off, it always pay.
I was watching that. I watching Kwam and I was that. I watching Rai and Yarabo. You understand? I watching you and Sharpo. And they say, well, what that's me, Korah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Always have a
I was
script.
watching it last night now.
Always just say send them forth what? Preaching 2 by 2.
I was watching it the last night now.
Yeah, can.
I'll find it there.
Yeah, bring it on.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. He said, now the just shall live by faith,
Yeah.
but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Can. He said the just shall live by faith. You know? Yeah, you know, brothers you have mistakes, brothers making. You understand? Brothers will make mistakes. Depending on certain situations. You understand? Brothers will make mistakes. But you know what? You say, well, faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. You understand? And you know, same way that, and that what the scriptures really have balance. When Matthew talk about if you don't forgive many trespasses, your heavenly Father will not forgive you. Right? Same way now, we know the word, we know the truth, and sometimes we does make mistakes, we does fall short. You understand? And if you seek for your Abba Shem, try to have mercy and pity upon us for making them mistakes. Because you know what he said? It's worse for you when you know than when you don't know. You understand? So, if you imagine you forgive them, and you want to seek forgiveness after, you try to banish because by have mercy. Because you're looking for the same mercy from your Abba Shem or Shai. You understand? So you have to be mindful of that. Right? Yeah.
Because it's a gift. Faith is a gift.
Can.
It's not, the scripture says not all men are faith. Right? This is John chapter 3 verse 27.
Yeah.
He said, John answered and said, a man cannot receive nothing except it be given from heaven. Right? And this is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. He said, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourself. It is a gift of the Most High.
Lest any man should boast.
Except verse 9. Not of works, lest any man should boast.
Not of works, boy, lest any man should boast. Because you know what? Our brothers really came in. Our brothers, I can confess that. Our brothers came in after me. And whoa, them men are going, brothers right here, right? Them men going, boy. You know? He caution. I ain't saying I don't studying, I don't study. But he time. Right, and you know, it's really balance. When Paul say, he that finds a wife, finds a good thing until the favor of the Lord. Right, but then another scripture you're studying about, if you do as me, do even as me, you mean by yourself, you don't have time for the Lord and you don't have time for the Lord more. But if you have a wife, you see the things that you will may please your wife. Right? So, hey, some brothers smart, some brothers fortunate that the wife's not wrong. You understand? The back and forth. You understand? That they have more time. And it's not even about having more time, you know, but that brother spirit, you know, I just go and study, but this brother putting more like I don't know why. That spirit different, And I'm grateful for that because I did last week when I was doing works, I was going through a breakdown, and he showed me when he talking about the harlots, the publicans and the harlots and the sinners go enter in before you. I really thought was talking about
these publicans too.
yeah, it was us, but when he break it down to me, I like
Publicans, yeah.
I was amazed.
When he had us because we was
once like that.
Yeah, once like
so
that.
I appreciate that brother for that.
Can because you know what? I learned that day at that time.
That same day.
That same day I learned that
right?
too.
So you know what?
And that just goes back to stress like as I was telling them too. Iron sharpened iron.
Iron sharpened iron. And hey, you know what? As I say, this is why I understand is that every brother have a different function, different office. Because if this brother, like you say for some reason this brother is a man skilled in wildlife, and I in the forest I'm moving with him, and he telling me something, I would, despite I could be more learned and longer, that don't matter to me. I know, hey, you know what? This brother have more knowledge about this. Hey, you go forth, let me follow. You understand? You have to learn, you have to be followers before you can lead them. So you know what? Hey, you go in front. Next one, hey, yeah, he's skillful and concerned. Like you say, meet whatever the case is. We in a place, is that we dealing with? Hey, you in front.
Yeah.
You take control. You tell man how you want this and you get it steady order. It's humility, you have to humble yourself.
Good.
You understand? And watch, that way Scripture said, please the Lord. That it pleased the Lord that was showed unto, revealed unto babes and sucklings. You understand? Nobody and feel you too puff up and you're hiding on the next one now. It don't work so. Yeah, bring it out. It don't work so.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse start from verse 4. He said, there is one body and one spirit,
Can.
even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one Father, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
Can.
Right, verse 9. He said, now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower part of the earth? He that descended is the same also that ascended up from above all heaven, that he might fill all things. This is Yahushua. He said, and he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and teachers, for the perfecting of the saint, for the work of the ministry.
For the perfecting of the saints, eh? The perfecting of the saints, go ahead.
For the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua.
For the body. And does a body have only one member? No, it does not. There's different members. Different members has a different function.
Yeah.
You have to understand that. You understand? Know your function. You know, hey, remember you sing? Yeah, good night, yeah. You know? Everybody, as you say in training, everybody have to bat in the crease. You understand? Do your part to strengthen the body. Do your part if you have to walk and better, to lean on you. Hey, stand firm in your part. You know? Because certain brothers, I line, certain brothers, hey, boy, spirit, whoa. And I really happy. And I always ask the Lord that, you know, hey, help me, give me understanding that I can help guide the brothers. You know, that's to help guide them, that we stay on the right path and following and serving sincere. You understand that we just stay on the right path, give you that understanding and that humility, that we don't be too perfect to listen to somebody, but I don't know come in or what to take advice. And hey, you still have to wait it out. Don't come and tell her, hey, yeah, it's that. You just accept it and you just go. But what if you're wrong? What if you're going through something and you don't want to take part in next man's sin? You understand? You have to be mindful, you have to be wise.
I be the church of Berea. Church, everything that the pastor teach them, we're going to sort it out. Church of Berea.
And that was taught. You also tell us, hey, go let's listen to what I sing. Check and make sure yeah. Because if you make a mistake, you understand, to understand when you can, in the flesh also, a brother might make a mistake. By being your brother, keep on them. You understand?
Yeah. First Corinthians chapter 12 verse 27. Now ye are the body of a Mashiach, and the member, and he said, and the member in particular. And the Most High had set some in the church, first apostle, secondary prophet, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gift of healing, helps, government, diversity of tongues. He said, verse 29, are all prophet, are all apostle, are all prophet, are all teacher, are all worker of miracle.
And look at that. How much Paul it had? It had different names. Yeah, it had more than one. Isaiah, it had more than one. But I see more than one. I will show you Jesus in the scriptures. You understand? But we know, hey, how much Paul it already had? How much Peter already had? How much John it already had? Like the Spirit's coming back. You understand? And they come back with a different name. But you know what? When they watch the same function, right? And if you're mindful, alright, how much men call fire from heaven? How much men had the faith like Elijah?
It's two men alone got fire from heaven. Moses and Elijah.
And Elijah. But anytime more than one prophet, they learn to balance the scripture, boy. Be grateful today. And
Different office.
Yeah, different office, different functions. So hey, you know what? You see that pain? That pain is a real spiritual thing. Honestly, because you know what? You know, when you should just say confess here first one time that maybe I'm healed, right? And you know sometimes brother might go to a particular brother and talk to, you know, hey, why I'm thinking so and so is the case. You understand? And that brother will say, hey, you know what, hey, nah, check yourself. He might feel as comfortable all brothers to go to. You understand? His spirit just clinged to him, clinged to that brother. And it was in the scriptures but Paul and them, when Paul take, I think it was Timotheus, and he wrote. And Peter also told him, Peter take, the brothers doesn't agree to no. Brothers didn't agree, they didn't see eye to eye. It was Paul and
Barnabas. It's Paul and Barnabas, they had the cross out.
Right, but and they was still serving the Yabash, and I was shy that's the I say.
Now when separate we still do the work.
Can So they still did it. But we have to understand, hey, brothers might offend brothers. That going to happen. That we tell them forgive brothers 7 times 7 times 7. You understand? Learn to balance scripture and wait out. We don't walk, as I tell a brother, we don't walk by sight. You understand? We do this, we walk by faith now, not by sight. Faith in what? In the scriptures and the Hashem Yoshai. This is we guide. You understand? This is what we hold on to. You understand? This is what we put before we. I think when you put up with a sister boy, we're saying that you put it with the spirit. Some brother, that lesson I was doing about the time, you put the spirit before you know. So you walk in the spirit, walking in front, and you're leading now. That's what you're supposed to be. Because a brother tell me something, and when I listen to it, I get hasty, and when I really back and I sit down after about an hour or two, and I back and I said another thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how would I balance? How would I direct your judgment? I supposed to wait on first and study, hey, that brother, knowing how that brother does do the works and the word. I should think. People could be misunderstood. You understand? So I back and I really think, I say, you know what? He pushing the word, he believe in it, yeah, the same mind as me. Now he's supposed to, he won't be like that. So before somebody come and tell you, hey, you know, boy, so and so do that, so and so. Wait out for yourself, boy. Hey, my brother not going to do that. He won't do that. Not that spirit. He's supposed to know your brothers. You understand? You know what to give. You understand? He's supposed to know that too. Because, hey, then a brother will be behind you. And you will just be so. Yeah, boy. You have to be wise. You have to be wise. You understand? So, you have to know your brothers. You have to know your brothers. These all already have here. And this wicked kingdom. Can all the scriptures, you know, talk about the brotherhood. You understand? The higher brothers, yeah?
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 12 and 29, he said, are all apostles, are all prophets, are all teachers, are all workers of miracles, have all the gift of healing, do all speak with tongues, do all interpret, but covet, he said, but covet earnestly the best gift, and yet show I unto you more excellent way. So what's the best gift? Prophesying? It's not a spiritual gift.
Yeah,
that is the gift that we are praying for. Spiritual gift. How to be with a brother, how to be a brother in the brotherhood. You can't tell you them is thing I pray for. You know, to be a brother, to be a servant to my brothers them. And not to offend the little ones that love the most. I ask them things. You understand? That's a real good request, a good desire. You know, that's a real good desire because you know what? The scripture say, you know, if anyone offends his little ones, but that will soon be hung around his neck and be thrown into a river. You understand? And that war, that death, but that destruction, that could just be a to take away this wisdom. Send him back into that darkness. Most High favorite, and you don't know the man you fed if the man's the Most High favorite.
Boy.
Most High favorite and the Most High don't play with the favorites.
That's serious thing, and that's spiritual when you see it. That's a spiritual thing. Really and truly, you know? Most High really have favorites. I don't know. But you know what?
Yeah. See, you saw it for David.
Can.
Yes, that's all offend. It's all offend David. And the Most High said David's a man after my heart. And he fuck up Saul for that. So them time I look at them thing and say, hey, I don't know none of these brothers in the spirit. And I pray to the Most High for hey, to just give me the discernment, you know, to even deal with them brother upright. Even if I violate them brother to be a man, that's a salapia.
Good.
You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real good thing, and I'll say because you know what? You are your brothers, you're supposed to be able to talk to your brothers. You understand? If you can talk to your brothers, you can talk to them, you will go to confide in. You understand? You see, when you talk about the little sanctuary, somebody did that for phone, huh?
Yeah. Them niggas out there can't teach you nothing.
Can, right? And if I brother tell us something, it's still good.
Niggas in the street.
You know?
Nah, you're the biggest of niggas around here.
Yeah. You know what?
This is Ezekiel. Is it the sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, so this all we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 11 verse 16. He said, therefore say, thus said the Lord Yahweh power. He said, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and also I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Right, so you say it would be unto a certain sanctuary, right? So now, any scripture talk about the Spirit dwelleth in you?
Yeah.
Does the Spirit dwell in me alone? Nay. What you brothers on my side, on my left and my right? Right? These two we can find, these all we have. Right? This building is not this building, it's the brotherhood. This is the most high building.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's your brothers also. Your brothers is the sanctuary where we are here now. You understand? Your brothers is them. So who don't see comfort in the Lord? But who you go to? You see the Lord face? Technically no. But look boy. Anyhow, shall I say what? When you see me, you see the Father.
Yeah.
So who image we supposed to be representing? Not the image, but who we supposed to be representing? You understand? So when you see we walk, we supposed to be seeing Yahweh Hashem and shine.
Gun.
So you know what? Yes, the sanctuary. Yes, sanctuary. Yes, sanctuary. You understand? Hey, uphold them. Be grateful. You understand? Don't offend them. Because as the brother said, you don't know who is who. You don't know who is who. And if everyone is dealing with Yahweh Hashem and shine, right? You really feel that, hey, you could just offend or talk to this one as a please or do this brother as a please and go against him. Nah. I shook. Right? I feel yeah. And according to what my brother was saying, my brother said that concerning the showing he said but give honor to whom honor is due and respect to whom respect is due. Right? And the brother said, my brother said that you don't know who is who's going to come back here today, who is the Lord's favorite ones. Right? And why the Lord will have favor in them is because the things that they will do things to please him, they will forsake themselves to assist our brother. They will go out of the way to try to meet our brother at his need. Yeah. You understand? You do nothing to please no man for no glory and no man. You do to please Yahweh Hashem and Shai. You're trying to be worthy and accepted by Yahweh Hashem and Shai. You understand? So you know what? Hey, watch yourself, boy. Do what you have to do to please the Lord. It's not about pleasing no man here. If you're pleasing a man, you're looking for to be exalted by men. You're wicked as a hypocrite.
Good.
You understand? You're not sincere. I know the Lord ain't going to hire you all around. The Lord ain't going to hire you all around. Because you know what? You're just smiling in everybody's face, but deep down, it's wickedness, your hand bent on evil. Right? Imagine you're offending somebody who even tell you, you match your tone, nothing like that. Especially somebody in the truth. It's supposed to be, hey, you're going to come and say, hey, boy, this brother, I could be certain about this brother, I could be no self from this brother. As in, I can come and say, boy, I can cry out to this brother. You understand? Imagine that, your young brothers and they can't even do that. That ain't right. That's not right at all. You have to watch what you're saying and how you're moving. You know? That ain't right. Boy, this should really, yes?
Right.
This should really. Somebody get Deuteronomy. Yeah, Deuteronomy 7. 7:4.
Deuteronomy 7:4.
4:7, select here. 4, because I found 5. 4:5.
4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Most High my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who had power so nigh unto them, as that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that had statutes and judgments so righteous, as all this law which I set before you this day?
Right. Now, we had our law, right? And this is the wisdom. But how you exercise on this wisdom? If this wisdom, according to Leviticus, somebody get a pass on Leviticus 26 verse 46.
That's something to bring up here.
Yeah. Right? Now, this wisdom is among us. You understand? That the other nations will look and say, hey, what are these people? Right? So, if we scatter to all these other nations and we defeat everybody, right? Who is who? That way you don't know. So that way you ought to walk in it. You know that way you ought to walk in it, not because, hey, alright, there's a brother, he's a brother. The law is unto all Israel. You understand? It's unto all Israel. And even salvation, you show yourself perfect, even in the sight of the heathens. That you know what, hey, yeah boy, look at that is an Israelite. You know what? Them spirit go and really see and confess, hey, now boy, this man really, he had nothing to say. They had nothing to say when they see your pole, you know himself, Talcalo, I didn't even know concerning the tree. When I bird,
you can't cut down you can't
understand? All them little things, you might even know, you might be doing that, hey, why am I going to cut down? You don't tell anybody in the neighbor, hey, you have a cut down that tree, they have to realize now, and that's why you cut down all the Bible say, all these things that a reason to tell them.
You like to do that. Even by me there, right? You see outside there, they got some dogs come there and that's right, leave it.
Yeah.
Because all them niggas gonna come to see that they're breaking it down.
And that's supposed to destroy the nest.
You understand? I see this nice leave it in. Because I know them dog harmless.
Good.
And that's how we supposed to be in this wicked world.
Can be an example. You understand? That have real bad picture for that boy being. You can say for example boy I was forgetting just now. Yeah. So you have to be the example because this is wisdom. And we have to show this wisdom throughout the world. You understand? Throughout this wicked place. You understand? Because who we looking for to deliver us? The Lord.
John.
You understand? And you have to find yourself worthy. So you only go and try to uphold the law when you are around brothers. That don't make no sense. You understand? That's what I'm saying is day in, day out, you don't have no rest. You don't have no day off from this, you don't have no weekend now, Monday to Friday, and then you know you're Saturday and Sunday. Nah, you got to keep the law. It's all true, all true.
So matter of fact, this thing's supposed to always be on your mind. It's supposed to be always in your thoughts.
Can.
Understand? The scripture says that because they didn't like to retain the Most High in the thoughts, understand?
You get them on target
reprobate mind.
That's serious thing.
Yeah.
It's already.
Huh? What's that?
You should take that.
26:46.
Leviticus 26:46. Leviticus 26 and 46. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Most High made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
Right. So that was between Israel and Yahweh Shai by the hand of Moses. So as we say, right, according to the sanctuary, it says scattered all over to the four corners of the earth. Right? You are among the heathens, they are among us, vice versa. Right? So you don't know who's that Jake, you don't know that. Right? About confusion of faces. So be mindful of all these scriptures. Right? So he said this is the wisdom. You have to do it. You just do it. It's not any law against me. Say no, that's it. You have to practice it, whether it's among brothers, whether it's among, it still existing. It's not, hey, when it died, then it's done. You understand? But it's all through the year, every day, every minute, every second. You understand? So you have to try to live upright because you know why you're looking for the Lord to deliver you out of here. You want to be worthy of that salvation. Yeah.
Okay, we're going into right. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. He said, therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and right now we our body is the gift. You understand? Right? He said, make your body a living sacrifice. Right? He said, and there rememberest that thy brother had ought against thee. So your brother might offend you, or you might offend your brother. Right? So the Most High said, he said, leave there thy gift, therefore. He said, leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way. He said, first be reconciled to thy brother and then come and offer thy gift. So you and brother might got a problem. Most I said before you come and offer up your gift. Like you said, you got a feast. You go 3 times a year, you got to offer up yourself, right? Passover, the Feast of Tabernacle, and the Feast of Fruits. Right? You got to offer up your body as a sacrifice. Your brother might think get the land, or you might You might have an evil thought in your mind, brother, but you might know.
Mm-hmm.
So you go and you tell the brother, right?
Can.
You patch up things with the brother before you offer up the gift because the most are not going to accept it.
Can. You have to
Because you
clean.
and your brother, you reconcile back with your brother,
Can. You have to clean that slate.
right? After next one, it's 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. He said, your glory is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven the whole lump? And there's pride. The leaven is pride. Because we put the leaven in cake, which is rise up. So that leaven is pride. Pride puffed it up. He said, pour out therefore the old leaven, that he may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even a Mashiach, our Passover sacrifice for us. Right? He said, therefore let us keep the feast, not with old malice, neither with leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. And that's how we got to deal with sincerity and truth. As the brother say, we're going to offend one another. You know, you were setting in the spirit that brother might feel offended, but then you don't do it willfully. And niggas do things willfully, a brother not going to do something willfully. If he do that, he's a nigger. You understand? You might say something, this spirit might offend a brother. Hey, pull the brother aside and tell you it. Don't keep it inside, tell him. Don't hold it inside. Don't hold the seed gonna grow and you're gonna become a nigger.
Can.
Tell him, hey, pull it aside and tell him. You understand? Tell him. I won't know if I offend you, I can't read your mind.
Can. As a brother.
That's the same mission. You can do it, brother. So when you tell us
Exactly, yeah. For us, it's just to make sure we keep on that straight.
die long.
Yeah. You want to see a brother go down?
Can.
This is a quick precept here. This is 1 Peter 2:20. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, you shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, you shall take it patiently. This is acceptable with the Most High. Verse 21. For even here on too were you called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow in his steps.
Can.
I know that's the whole thing. He just trying to follow his steps. He never come down on his disciples and say, they're jackass. He just come out, correct them, and then move on.
Hey, Salakia, hey, you can't be to say it.
Good, so.
You can't be to say it. Yeah.
He moved emotionally.
No, he speak at here as a man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, can.
So our brother, hey, brother gonna speak rough to you. Hey, swallow the pill. Swallow the pill. And then the bad spirit come and you rebuke the bad spirit.
Can.
If Yahushua was here, he's not gonna speak to me nice. You can call you vipers, you can say he's a hypocrite.
And here the words,
You understand?
We know them jackass and them thing now.
Yeah.
But back then, when you say
That was hurtful word.
that was sit down and
Yeah.
But we get.
But
But we heard too many hard. But we get.
Peter was humble. When Yahushua said,
It's a straight new though.
when Yahushua said, I want to use a devil. That was so funny.
Man, we started check the cell back one night. What's that?
That was so funny. He was an austere man. He was austere man.
One is that devil, boy. Man started
We
check the
call the
cell.
woman. He called the woman a dog. Say don't get the chair beat some dog. And she said, yes, Lord. But the dog eat the crumbs from the master table. That woman was humble in spirit.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she knew she was a bitch. She knew she was a bitch.
They don't understand me now words and they don't know me now words. So that's top of the head, they're emotional and look at and try to do what you see. I don't understand the message then. You know, they really understand the message. Hey, when you think about it, just a brother call you and tell you about, hey, you shut up. Is that one boy? It's just so what can I? Because hey, he know you're supposed to organize something, whatever the case is, you understand? And he see that's something. Yeah, I don't have brother, she want to tell you, man, pull your square, you know, I don't understand, I say I don't understand the brothers, how those brothers deal. To understand, hey, you know, boy. Now he just talk like that, he don't really mean anything. You understand? Now he just talk. As I say, everybody wasn't Peter, everybody wasn't Paul, everybody wasn't Timothy, everybody wasn't, you know. So you have to understand, hey, how you would deal is not how a brother would deal. You understand? I have to ask Lord for that understanding. So when a brother tell you something, you know, you make sure you understand and interpret it how you want to tell you, so you would catch the message. You understand? Because it's one thing edifying. You understand?
Yeah.
So until for your salvation also.
Finally.
Right?
This is John 6:69. He said, and he believed and are sure that thou art that a Mashiach, the Son of the living power. Yahushua answered then, have not I choose you 12, and one of you is a devil?
Yeah.
That's not a nice speech.
Can
Yeah, he said, I check him, I said, devil? You want to be a deceiver?
Men sa that.
And
Scripture says so, it's the straight stuff.
Yeah.
and what, you make yourself,
Examine yourself.
who do it? The Lord know why, Lord know inside out. So we already fooling, boy. We already fooling all day.
The scripture says examine yourself. Men sa examine yourself.
You can't hide, you can't hide nothing. There's nothing you can do in secret.
Men saying about one that. Who is that way?
Yeah.
That one is a devil.
Can. So you know what? Hey, yeah, examine yourself. You know,
Yeah.
really have to examine yourself, right? Right. I'll just say, now how do I find next time? Right? Somebody give me bring. Give me Galatians 6.
Galatians 6.
Yeah, give me Galatians 6.
It's Galatians 6:1. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. He said, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, he which is spiritual restore such an one to the spirit of meekness. He said, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Right. So, somebody give me 2 Corinthians verse 14. Yeah, so he say, that's what you finish it yet, eh? Yeah, he say restore, brother. He that are spiritual. You understand? Talking to the man who's spiritual. Right? Give me the Corinthians there. What is it? Corinthians? 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 2. 2 and 15. Let's have 14. You know, some men, according to the man, according to the scripture, say some men are different position. You understand? All won't be with Moses. And I think it was Jethro was telling them to divide the Jethro was telling them to divide the work. Divide the load to give man the elder man to do zero judgment and whatnot. Right. So you have to understand, the different offices. Bring on that.
1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of power, for they are foolishness unto him.
That's what the Galatians say, no, you that are spiritual, right? Go ahead.
Neither can he know them, because they are not spiritually discerned.
Can.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things,
He that is spiritual judgeth all things. Yeah, go ahead.
yet he himself is judge of no man.
Because you know what? He taking on the beam out of his own eye. You understand? He is judge of no man. He taking on the beam out of his own eye before you really come and say, hey, you know what, boy? Check yourself.
I want to
You understand?
touch on the
Yeah,
point.
bring it. I want somebody to go get from some of the Surah
Quick to
37.
read just city. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 31. For if we judge ourselves, we shall not be judged.
If we judge ourselves, we shall not be judged. So you're taking him out of your own eye. That way you say, yet he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is not judged. Because you know he check himself first.
Kind of man can't judge it.
Exactly.
That's how you'll be able to judge
Can you? Right,
righteously.
So you have to be 7-11.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37.
Sirach.
Yeah. Ecclesiasticus chapter 37 verse 11. He said, neither counsel with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous.
So how you talk about the next woman? You know she can be jealous. Right? Go ahead.
He said, neither with a coward in the matter of war.
So you see, you can't go with a man talk about war and you can go and battle and he's a coward. It don't make no sense. Go ahead.
He said nor with a merchant concerning exchange.
Are you going to rob you? concerning money, you gonna tell to go to your eye. You understand? So that's the thing. Right? Now, the reason why I say that,
He said, "Nor with a buyer of selling,"
yeah, what I'm selling.
he said, "nor with an envious man of thankfulness."
Right. So it's like opposite to tell you there.
Good.
Right, go ahead.
He said, "Nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness."
I won't tell her unmerciful man, don't care about nothing. So you really going now to a brother to understand the brothers. When you going to a brother for counsel or to get advice on something, and you know, like you say, you had a bad experience concerning, and especially about what you going to ask him advice on, what thing he going to tell you? He going to remember, he going back to that same thing. Hey, wait, he went through this, so you know, he trying to help you not make that bad decision. You understand? But my man, now he don't went through that example, so you go fit everything will be like that. So you go say, boy, hey, nah, boy, you might tell him, nah, boy, forget that. When not knowing, hey, yeah, you getting through. You know, so you have to be mindful of how you're going to deal with, how you're approaching. You understand? So you have to really seek that, a man who really spiritual now, boy, who wants to study. You know what, I went through this. Like, a man who would go to a man who would really examine it and really balance it and forget what he went through.
Good.
You understand? Like I say, you got a spiritual judge of all things now, boy. You understand? So you have to be mindful of that. Now, bring back the Galatians 6:2. 6:1 and 2. And Romans 2:1 and 2. Bring the Romans. Alright. Bring the Galatians.
What is Galatians? It's Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. He said, "Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, he which are spiritual restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, concerning," it says, Salakio, "considering thyself."
Consider yourself. Right? All sin is the same, except blasphemy and the Holy Spirit. Right? And then I'll take one more too. I'll take that one more too now. You say when a man sin it, without his body sin it. But when a man sin it with his body now, boy, you defile the temple. So certain sin, once concerning the body, once it's the body, the temple, they have fornication.
Fornication is sin is
Against the body. Can. Right? So listen what I'm saying, right? Bring the Romans now.
Romans 2:1. So therefore thou art excusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself.
Condemn yourself.
For thou that judgest doest the same things.
Right. Thou that judges do the same thing. Now, as I say, last week I was touching about that. You might lie, you know. He might lie. We're telling by what you know going on and lie for that way. But you know, you come and stealing something, you know. You condemn yourself because you do the same thing. What is the same thing? Sin. You understand?
Sin.
You do the same sin. You understand? Now, that's why you tell you when you back the Galatians, he say, considering thyself. Restore such a one in the spirit of meekness concerning yourself. Because you know what? Hey, I went to the example that happened to me.
And you go fall.
Like I was on somebody, and you know what? I tell you, I feel like something hold me down so for me to make the mistake. After that, I can be free after. I have to say, when the jailers is back, I'm going to apologize. And I sit down and I'm mad because I say, I'm talking, I real down on this boy. I sit down, so I'm watching him. I say, boy, by the bar, I get up and go and apologize. Yes, I went and apologized. Apologize was the whole, but the half the night, yes, I stayed there. My brother said, I fix me. I said, boy, oh, yeah, look for that. And you know what? That's what I don't think the most time, but that does teach me a lesson. You understand? That way tell you, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness concerning yourself. You understand? Don't just be rash at your mouth. To say, hey, boy, what you boy, hey, ask, what is the question? Judging matter good. The examples we should tell about judgment. What really cause that boy, why you not going to find out before you just jump on and let's casting stones.
That's not Sirach 11 and 7 or 7:11.
With the spirit and
You know, he said examine before thou judge.
no judges. Yeah, you know? So you have to be mindful of your judgment matter. You have to know your brothers. You understand? If I say something and say, hey, how you could do that, boy? Find out first. than I rush to make a decision with him now.
Can't tell well.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Surah 11 and 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth.
Yeah.
Understand first and then rebuke.
Understand first and then rebuke. And that was one of the reasons why Scripture was saying, be not many masters, because you should get that condemnation, because you know what? Masters have to judge all matters, because brothers will come to the head. Hey, you know what, boy, this is the case, that is the case, and now, if you don't make that righteous judgment, you know what happen? You making a wrong judgment. Well, if you want, you're condemning yourself, because you know what will happen after? The Lord might put you in a situation where, hey, wait, but you know, you won't return until voice, so tell what I will. You understand? So you're in a position now.
Like you said this
The
too.
same thing or worse.
The Most High say, away with all a man sin, by the same shall he be judged.
Can. I want to say that you're not, if a man judge, he's not think that a judge now, what is boy? He says he's not a judge, not come on, judge. That one Matthew 17. You see, with what judgment he judged, that shall be judged by. And with what measure he meet, it shall be measured unto you again. You understand? So, you know how you deal with something and how you going to be dealt with. Come back to you same way. Or whether it's about karma. Or let us say no, whether call it karma. Already and truly, how you deal with it, how you going to be dealt with. You understand? And you have to be mindful of judgment. Because you are actually, a brother might make a mistake, and it was because, like say he was in a situation, then he say he right. Then he say, you know, hey, I excuse for doing it. But you know what? You have to show mercy, because he show you that, yeah, like example, somebody give us Psalm 37, sorry, 11, I believe, or 35, 11. Psalm 37, boy. Psalm 37, I believe, yes. Yeah, 35. Psalm 35, 11.
Psalm 35 and 11.
Yeah.
False witness did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not.
Now, pause here. False witness did rise up, right? Now, here what? Sometimes a brother might say something. Yeah, right, David. Right? A brother might say something, and as I said, I should not tell them to be partakers in men's sin. You understand? A man might say something, and you just, because you're not brother good, you're going with it. Right? And then you need to consider judgment, not take the gift blind in the eye. Right? So you might back that brother, and you know what's the whole situation now, boy. You understand? Go ahead.
They rewarded me evil for good to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into my own bosom.
So you're praying now for them destruction, because you know them only come around me, Lord. You want to get fed up. So you go and cry unto the Lord, hey, now Lord, give them my back. Can't take this no more. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother.
My friend or brother?
I bowed down heavily as one that mourned for his mother.
As one that mourned for his mother.
But in my adversity, they rejoiced and gathered themselves together. The objects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me and ceased not. With hypocritical mockers in peace, they gnashed upon me with their teeth.
Right. So, what David do? David stopped with mercy there? No, that wasn't it. Because what? He seeking for the Lord mercy. So, he showed unto them. He showed unto them because the Lord is seeking to deliver. No man, a man can deliver you. So we try to do something to please a man. You do it unto the Lord. That's why you say, well, yeah, so what you say, boy, when you do something, do it as unto the Lord now, boy. Everything you do, whether it be work or whatever the case is, do it unto the Lord. Do it your best. You understand? Considering it's to the Lord, don't study no man, don't study some man. So when you do it, and they're saying, they're talking against your own, they're saying you do this and a line against you. The Lord says that like you're delivered, like you actually, in Proverbs, you say you're stacking coals upon the heads. You understand? You're stacking coals upon the heads, and what you first, the Lord still have mercy. To the same, to them who do wickedness. You know what he say? He say, but if you laugh, when you laugh, when they're in judgment, he will stop it. Yeah, he will stop it. You understand?
That piece of faith.
So you know gonna be what? You start to tell that same wicked because you laughing to see, or you can really laugh. To really see somebody going through something. You're damn wicked about it. So never was, yeah. But you watching Jake, you go say, but it's good for them, you know. Right now, all these shit is going to be submitted to the Lord. But you,
The brother is
Yeah.
a brother in the truth.
can, so like,
Your brother is not a nigga only.
can.
That's why the both sides start when you laugh. That is a brother in the truth.
I'm going to laugh at that brother, boy.
We can laugh at the wicked. You understand when they get in the judgment? Because we tell them these things from about them.
Yeah, that way different. That way different.
But the brother there, the most I put here on the brother, don't laugh. Hey, be sorrowful for the brother.
Can. Myself, I don't know, be on good terms of education.
This is the same with the glory.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. Thus said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his strength. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, said the Lord.
Can. So you know what? Don't even study about it. It's not even about what you ready, what you have. You're feeling good now. You know? It's not even about that. You understand? It's making sure you know you're shining your shine. And that's what these men set out here for. To give them warning. You understand? And that mercy, because mercy and judgment. Because you know what? They're not going to take it. They're not taking it. They're not going to take the chance of just say, boy, when you get open unto them, repentance open unto them. You understand? They're rejecting that.
Yeah, he said, I'll show you, right? As you said, right? They'll show the Most High. The Most High is a balanced power. Because the Most High show you, it resists the devil and he shall flee. The Most High show you how we're not supposed to be. Look how these niggas live. They don't live with love among the brothers. So the Most High is a balanced power. He said good against the evil and the sinners against the godly. You understand? So the Most High show you example, physical example. This is not how we're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be a nigger. You understand? You're supposed to love your brothers, you love yourself. You understand? So the Most High show you this example. The Most High even show you example with Esau. Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be. Esau disobedient, he out of order. What Isaac tell him? Don't want to make wife with these heathen women. He's still going to do it. With the Canaanite women and the Ishmaelite women, he's still going to make marriage with them. So the Most High show we are through the scripture how we're not supposed to be. Even with our nigger wife them we got. We wife them is nigger woman, them is dragon. You understand? Look how they treat women again mad. And the Most High show me that, hey, that's not how you're supposed to be towards me.
Yeah, can, eh?
You understand?
If you just take heed and listen, you won't go through that.
Exactly.
You understand? If you just take heed and listen, you won't even go through that. You understand? But that way tell them how you study this flesh. Don't study this flesh, mortify this flesh.
Right.
You understand?
Hey,
Bring it on that constraint.
put the flesh to death.
Can.
We got to stop calling them them dragon. I watch a video with that person about today. Considering that dragon thing. We are saying that like we like dragons and like when you watch you break on the dragon, it's like to see plainly in a way. You understand? Dragon.
White man never build a pyramid. All white man just do things and make what they call it sad stories, Bible stories.
But 7 years later I can take it in.
We
It's
carry
Psalm
on.
11 and 8.
Yeah.
Answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
Yeah, answer not before thou hear the cause. You might hear something.
To talk about
You
that.
understand? I might
Always
hear
do
something.
righteousness.
You understand? You don't answer, hey, hear the cause first. Right? Hear it first before you answer. Go ahead.
Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
And watch out, that's not Hey, wisdom is a serious thing and understanding. How will I deal with that before? Like say a year ago.
Yeah,
Take your mind off and take your mind off already doing it.
and that is spirit too, because from and that next thing to it, like growing in this thing, you know,
Exactly,
growing in.
exactly.
You have to grow. You understand? That's growing because before we have be cutting, now we understand?
Because hey, you know what?
That demon, we don't know that demon.
No, really actually, right? if you really being sheep here, you really have to be humble.
Sheep.
You know what to say? Be humble to this. So you put they say you put a silence the ignorance of men by the foolish talk against you. So you know what? You walking so towards the most high. You know, so you're a man, you know, because you know that you never hear. You'll be glad, boy. Damn it. You can defend yourself. What you have to come here before? Once you come into the Lord, if you can defend this man and chase him and fight on your own. You don't need the
then
Lord.
then you wouldn't need him.
Yeah,
And really and truly supposed to be dependent on
and Yahushua gave the example. Every should say Yahushua was mighty. He can do all these things. Anything I'm going to say, Matthew 18:36. If I bring one of them, please.
Humility.
You had humility.
Number 36, no way. Listen.
Good.
This, if this was my rule, I would have my sense of that fight.
That's not John?
John?
Let's check. Let's see.
Yeah, John 18:36 correct. You say Yahushua answered.
John 18:36, right?
Yeah.
This is John chapter 18, verse 36.
That's not true.
He said, Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, he said, then would my servant fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence.
Why you call Peter as a devil? Call Peter Satan for? But Peter said, "No, Lord, this is not for you, boy. You can't go down the street about you and be delivered up. No. That's why you call him Satan for, because you know he come to the Father well. He come to show the example, hey.
Contrary to the prophecy.
It was
What's
deeper than
that? What's up, Peter? Really and truly. You can have someone here, Judge. You cannot know that? Exactly. So that's why he walk up with a steady example. And it's because when Yahushua knew the thought against him, he flee, boy. He cannot fight them and show them that, hey.
that he all powerful, he omnipotent.
But he's showing that he powerful and he do nothing.
Can.
That's the example he said. He show you he powerful and he could do it.
No, that is real humility there. That real humility there.
Yeah, bro.
Real humility there.
Yahushua created everything that we see out there. Everything that we see, Yahushua created. And Yahushua come and ride on an ass back.
Hey, I know thinking about that scripture there, you know. I know thinking about that scripture there, you know. That is real humility, boy.
No way to sleep.
Voilà.
Right? That humility. You understand? That we ought to arm ourselves likewise.
First
You
Peter
understand?
4:1.
We ought to arm ourselves likewise. You understand? Same mind. The same mind. That is the example. Right? As you could have defend yourself.
That's skillful like
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
So voilà.
Philippians chapter 2 verse 4, he said, look not every man on his own thing, but every man also upon the things of other.
Yeah. Good. That real big, that alone there, real big. Look on, he's a brother keeper.
Yeah.
Right? So not even think about the can thing. You come on your yard, boy. You watching him like chase a man yard, a man trying to cover a man feet. Hey, no boy, them brother one boy now. That you, but that's little carnal. What about being spiritual, you know? You say look at every man upon his own thing, but on the thing of others, right? How about your brother's salvation? How about your brother's salvation? That is more important than these kind of things out here. You understand? So really being your brother's keeper. You will, hey, boy, boy. You have to go train with him. Go and marry. You have to go and marry until they go train, go two. Right? But here what? And they're going through the struggle back, boy. I gonna all fast now. Like what brothers just do in the camp. Your parents, brother, hey, like you have video now. You understand? You say brother showing videos, hey, like you have no video now, you call them, you be a brother keeper. You understand?
That's charity.
Exactly that. And I know you're not in that, you're not in love. You understand? But it's unto the Lord. If you are not seeing that, yeah, bring that Hebrews 6:10 or 10:6.
Can.
Hebrews.
My man.
Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. This is Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. He said, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love, which he have showed toward his name.
Yeah, because when you read that one earlier on, and you find out the saints. Right? Go ahead.
He said, in that he have minister to the saints and do minister.
Right. You minister and you do minister. So brothers, like certain time brothers does help brothers with certain things concerning the vehicle. You know, what brother could do, you would do. You understand? But not even that. Like that's kind of about spiritual, what about seeking brother salvation. Hey, that brother ain't come out in our way, but no one vibes him. Hey, like all vision and boy, but I try to keep it in his spirit until he could walk on his own again. You know what he's going through. You know, you're not seeing, you're not faced with the same battles. You understand? So you might be going through one that you might have legions dealing with him. But you know what? You come and help out, come and take some of them load off. You understand? Dear brother keeper. And brothers always do your call, hey, they go and video, they go and do this, hey, they go and fast. What about all these other things? You understand? See the salvation. Now we tell you, what is it? Why in Philippians 2?
The Philippians chapter 2 verse 4. Look not every man on his own thing.
Look not every man on his own things.
But every man also on other Salakia. But every man also on the things of others.
On the things of others. You understand? So, hey, your brother salvation. You can say brother, you're seeking your brother interest also. You know what? That is my Lord. Mashiach set the example. He come here to set the example for we. You understand? He said, right, to say, greater love had no man than this, than a man in his life for his friend, brother. For his friend.
Go back into your brother.
You understand? So, all you laying on your life. Anything else, but if you don't love your life, you sacrifice it. Give me Corinthians 8 from 21.
First or second?
First Corinthians 8. It's either 8 or 9. Paul said the prime example today. Wait, is it 8 now? 8? 9. 9:21. Second Corinthians. Nah, it can't be 9 man. 8 or 21. The First Corinthians 8 from 11 Salakia. 11 Salakia 121 is.
1 Corinthians 8 and 11.
Start from listen. Yeah, 11, good.
And through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish, for whom a Mashiach died.
Right? Who Mashiach died? Start from. Yeah, go ahead. Who Mashiach died? Right? Question mark you see there, right? So Mashiach didn't die for that brother also? Go ahead.
But when ye sin, so against the brethren, and with their weak conscience,
your womb, the weak conscience. Yeah, go ahead.
Ye sin against a Mashiach.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend.
You understand? So you see how it's tying it out. You being a brother keeper, you have to be mindful. Right? You have to be mindful. Bring back the piece of here. Where are you?
This is Philippians chapter 2 verse 4. Look not every man on his own thing, but every man also on the things of others.
Yeah, on things of others. You understand? You have to be mindful of that. Right? So, you study how your brother will make it. That way tell you, the principle he say, don't study how the ungodly go perish, but study how the righteous will be saved. You understand? So, hey, you're here now. What's our phone call? That's set off our phone call. That's nothing hard. Right? There's not no man to go to Big Star Journey. That's actually we here. Right? We country small. We eyes now no big isle. Right? So this is the example. Right? And force up to next level. Because you know what? If that your brother, you know here what this is what you dealing with. Go with him. You say if I'm asked to go a mile, go twin, go double with him. You understand? If it's fast, if it's whatever. Right? Let us put to death this body for your brother. Right? We're talking about the physical death already. Put yourself aside for your brother.
Done dead in this one already.
Can. And what he used to do? I mean, how come he told me he used to do that? If he asked me for, they say, it was so stupid. Or if he asked me for a chicken, I want to give you what I want, boy. That's why I started off with. I gave you a piece what I want. You understand? That's a food. I know here I gave you the majority. That's why I started off with. You understand? Never forget that, boy. It does really sound foolish, but hey, you know what? That is really go a real big way. Because after now, you know, you're going to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, but you go ahead. And you're going to do it all. What are you doing that for? It's not ready for you. a Mashiach. You understand? That's why the Hebrew said now, he won't forget what you do, your labor. He won't forget that what you do. You show yourself worthy, boy, to be delivered. You understand?
Somebody get Matthew 20.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 22, starting from 36. They asked Yahushua a question, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. The second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The neighbor is not Israel. Next to it. You don't have to thing. What I really mean is on these two commandments are all the Lord.
That's so important.
See, as you listen to these people, when you listen to me, because I have to start trying to say that we as the son of the combatants, right? I was thinking that is very true. When I was saying that when they go on to visit them in jail, go on to get them food, and I say, food on them, they do something mean about it. They say, Lord, we never give you nothing, we never clone you, never visit you in no jail. He wasn't talking about physically ye, because his spirit was in all of us exactly. So now I'll get back, that's why I talk back too. You understand? His spirit was in all of us. We is the building, we is the most tired about you. He using we to do your work. You understand? So, hey, I'm sorry, raise my address. Why? Salakia. Salakia. Yeah, easy bridegroom. Easy bride. Easy groom. Bridegroom.
This one, I got two holes in there for you now. I remember this one, this stop, you remember this one, I'll come back to this one. So, Matthew chapter 24, verse 30, he said, and then shall appear in the sight of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribe of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory with the chariots and the holy angels. He said, and he shall send his